it Thursday, buddies. It's a very, very special night tonight. That's right. It's time for the
Gutfeld International Feminist Awards.
Yes, it's the very first Gutfeld International Feminist Awards in which we honor those we feel have done the most for women. But unlike the Oscars, we're going to keep it short, just like me. So tonight we just have one winner. And do you know who that is? The first Gutfeld International Feminist Award goes to... Oh, this is so embarrassing. I had no idea. Such a surprise. I don't even know who to thank at this point, and I don't even have anything prepared to say, except for the monologue, which I wrote so I could give myself an award. I never win anything. Now, I never thought of myself as a feminist, probably because I could never grow a mustache.
A sexist would say.
See, that's terrible stuff, and you shouldn't laugh. But also, how could I be a feminist? I admire chivalry, I'm not angry, and I've yet to burn a bra. Well, not intentionally, anyway. Once when I was 17 and drunk, I passed out with a cigarette in my mouth while wearing one of my sisters'. Burned down the entire convent. But in this crazy time, it seems like it's time for someone to take the lead in defending women, since the feminist groups have gone AWOL. So ladies, follow me. If I don't ask for directions along the way, that's just how dudes roll. So allow me to mansplain. There's not so much a war on women. It's more like a persistent erosion. It's creeping into science, language, courtrooms, restrooms, sports, and the streets where you work. And you know it's a problem when leading female achievers can no longer tell you what a woman or what a man is.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a biologist.
You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence.
I was hoping that you could define what a woman is for us in this committee hearing.
I am a woman. That's how I identify.
Okay.
But I wonder, however, if in part the reason that you're asking a question is that you're trying to suggest that people who
I'm
don't
simply asking the question, and I simply want an answer.
As we say around the gynecologist office, ain't that a kick in the nuts? Now, these are questions anyone could answer 2 or 3 years ago. Hell, these are questions a 2 or 3-year-old could answer, period. But science is now secondary to politics. It's no longer about biology. It's about inventing a language. The far left's version of pig Latin. And who controls the language controls the body. According to our most prominent legal minds, a man can be a woman. A man can, in fact, do anything a woman can do. Just a few years ago, if a guy said that alone, he'd be pelted with eggs. Now, apparently, he's capable of producing them. And if you disagree, you are fomenting hypothetical violence. As real violence pays a visit to biological women.
This homeless man ran up. He had something in his hand, and he just looked at me with some pretty hateful eyes. And as I turned to go tell my friend, I think something's wrong with him, and I think he's gonna hit the car. Before I knew it, a big metal bolt, pipe, hit me right here. It happened so fast.
For the past year, we saw case after case of women being attacked by deranged men, hitting them with pipes, pushing them downstairs, shoving them in front of subways. And if you're a woman in New York, you might get all 3 before lunchtime. Again, no feminist groups pipe up. I'd say they have no balls, but in all honesty, haven't checked. You never know. But I guess it's better to excuse deranged male felons than decide with law enforcement. And even if the perp is arrested, God help you. Thanks to absurd bail reform, abusers walk in and out before the blood on their hands is dry. And some revisit their previous female victims, which is ignored by progressive loons like LADA George Gascon, who plans to disband a group of victim advocates and prosecutors who notify the victims about their assailants' parole hearings. That means when your rapist is up for parole, you won't be the first, but probably the last person to know. Again, where are the feminists? They refuse to take the field. And speaking of, the White House just announced new Title IX rules, which would sweep gender identity into the law's protections and strengthen protections for those who face discrimination based on sexual orientation or gender identity. So who is this meant to protect? Take a guess.
I find that funny because that's like what I'm getting beat up about the most is like you're beating little kids and little girls. I didn't intend to do that. This was the first competition that I've been to that I actually wanted to win. I'm not going to go there and be like, oh, I'll go easy on them because they're kids.
I try to focus on my swimming, what I need to do to get ready for my races, and just try to block out everything else.
Of course, when female athletes complain about losing their spot to someone wearing a jock strap and who has the lung capacity of a blue whale, they're called transphobic. So enjoy your second, third, and fourth place trophies, girls. Never mind when Leah Thomas competed on Penn's men's team, she was the 505th best swimmer in the country. Now against women, she's in the top 10. So that's like comparing apples to oranges or our ratings to CNN's. I can't resist. I'm sorry. I'm so shallow. It's funny how this only benefits male to female trans. Not a lot of females who became males are winning at sports, which may be another form of sexism. Again, where are the feminist groups? Are they okay with girl athletes getting crushed by athletes with a penis and the muscle density of a pit bull with a Planet Fitness membership? One athlete who just got a Medal of Honor says if it bothers you to lose to a trans woman, then you should skip sports. And this is spoken like an athlete who's used to losing to males. After all, her team got shellacked by 15-year-old high school boys. So where do you turn if you're a girl who identifies as a girl and wants to play against other girls? Well, don't expect Rapinoe to save you a seat on the bench. So it's kind of sad to watch strong women do nothing to stop this trend, while men, like me, do everything. I could go on, but really that's something a woman would do, am I right?
A sexist would say.